Hello and welcome to our weekly weigh-in. My name is Christopher Durham.
I'm Laraine Durham.
Today is Sunday, June 16th.
Welcome to our channel, The Downsized, where we share our GLP-1 weight loss adventures, tips and tricks, and the latest GLP-1, Mounjaro, Zepbound, Wegovy, Ozempic, Tirzepatide, and Semaglutide news. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel.
And this episode is actually our weekly weigh-in where we talk to you about, honestly, candidly, as real as it gets, what we weigh, what we have weighed, our journey, our adventure, whatever you'd like to call this weight loss extravaganza that we're on.
We are not doctors or medical professionals. Always consult a qualified healthcare professional before starting any weight loss medication or treatment. So let's give them this week's progress report.
Please do.
So this is the 35th week of our weight loss journey. That means we've taken 35 shots. This week, I lost 1.8 pounds. I'm trying to be in maintenance, so
you're not doing a good job of maintaining. What's going on there?
I wasn't really actively trying to lose weight. I'm down 49 pounds since we started on 9/23. So I've lost 49 pounds. This week, I took a shot of 10 milligrams of compounded Tirzepatide, and it's the 5th week of this dose. I was supposed to only do 7.5 because I'm on my way back down.
This is a plan you had created, not
the plan I had created for
supposed
myself.
to, right?
Well, the plan I had created for myself, working with my spreadsheet, which I forgot to look at before we drew our shots out of the vials today. This week I was trying to build some foods back in that I don't usually eat. Like I got a Starbucks. We went to Mexican last night and I got things that I don't usually eat. I still can't eat as much, so maybe that's the whole key. But anyway, that's my story. I've lost 49 pounds in 35 weeks. So pound and a half a week is my average.
And how old are you?
55.
If you're gonna be real, be real. Come on, I'll say how old I am too.
Well, we were recording something yesterday. I said I was 56, and I was like, no, wait, I'm 55. I don't know. It doesn't matter anymore.
Well, so let me ask you this, because my whole number compulsion would make me want to lose another pound to get to 50.
Yeah, no, I weigh 144 pounds. So yeah, and I think I've been saying I've lost 50 pounds, which, I've kind of been rounding up. So I did weigh 143 at one point this week. And I'm like, why do I keep just going down in weight? I'm not eating enough, I guess. And I only worked out 3 times this week. So it wasn't like I was killing myself or anything. This medicine just works. Okay. It just works. So I'm trying to drop my dose down. So hopefully my hunger will come back a little bit and I can find some kind of balance.
I don't know,
there.
but 49 pounds to me would be like pumping gas and ending at like 93 cents. It would drive me insane. I couldn't do it.
Yeah. Well, I got my 50-pound charm at Weight Watchers. So
their skill must read something different.
Well, I lost 10 pounds before we went on the GLP-1.
Gotcha.
So really on theirs, I'm like down 59 pounds. So I'm down 59 pounds since June of last year. So anyway, you can update yourself.
We're not sponsored by anybody, but if you'd like to start your weight loss journey today, you can use Lorraine's Mochi Health discount code. It's QIYG08, and you'll save $40 on GLP-1s.
Your first order.
On your first order, right? We'll put it in the description so you can link through. Make it easy. My weekly weigh-in, I started at 285.4 pounds on September 29th. As Laraine said, we both started at the same time on the medication. This week, I lost 4 pounds, believe it or not.
You lost a lot of weight too this week.
I did lose a lot of weight this week. No, I didn't. I mean, I thought maybe I'd be down a pound, but I didn't think I'd be.
How'd you lose 4 pounds?
I think because I really hadn't lost anything in the last 3 or 4 weeks.
Well, we were traveling.
Right.
We were in Amsterdam. We came back. We had our daughter's graduation. We had a party for her. Like, we had a lot of things happening.
There was a lot going on. So I think once we got back into our routine
this week, there was nothing happening.
Right. And we were eating like we normally eat, and it's easier to monitor what you're eating and all that. I think my body just said, okay, I can get rid of this. And it doesn't 4 pounds. I mean, like I said, I think if you watch the videos, the last 3 or 4 weeks.
What did we eat for dinners this week? We had breakfast for dinner one night. We
I
had
grilled
eggs.
chicken one night.
We grilled chicken one night.
I don't even remember.
Do we have salmon one night?
Oh, we did have salmon. We had salmon and broccoli one night.
Yeah,
That was good.
we liked salmon in the air fryer, and you put the broccoli in the air fryer too.
Yeah,
which I liked. Our children wouldn't eat, but I liked it.
Yeah. And I grilled the chicken
ways.
one night, so that was tasty.
That.
Anyways, I lost 4 pounds. My current weight is 215.4. I'm down a total of 70 pounds since 929, as I mentioned. I'm currently on the 12.5 milligram dosage, and this is my 6th week. So I'm not in a rush.
Working.
Yeah, I'm not in a rush to
You're
get to 15 milligrams.
No.
I'm going to stay here for a little while. And my journey's really been in a place where I started for a few weeks on compounded Tirzepatide. Went to Mounjaro, then to Zepbound because of shortages and changes. My doctor was happy to adjust the prescription. And then with the shortages, I'm now back to compounded Tirzepatide. People always ask, was there a difference? As far as side effects and efficacy, I can tell you I have not seen any difference whatsoever. The only real difference is the cost. It's a little bit cheaper to do the compounded Tirzepatide through Mochi. Yeah. And the shot experience is different. I'll always say this. I actually like the pens a little bit better than the needle in the vial. It's not that the needle in the vial is terrible. I don't mind it, but I do like the pens a bit better.
Yeah. We also have a series called The Downsized Dish, where we interview people from every stage in the weight loss journey. If you're just starting, if you're in the middle, if you're in maintenance, if you'd like to be interviewed with us, please send me an email at ldurham@folio28.com.
We'd love to expand that to medical professionals, doctors, nutritionists, even professionals in the telehealth field. If Eli Lilly wants to chat, we'd be happy to talk to Eli Lilly or Noom or Mochi. We'd love to be able to expand this out and have a bigger conversation. If you're out there watching, please reach out. What's your email address, Laraine?
ldurham@folio28.com.
What were we up to this week? So we did our second live stream. My kids laugh at us because, I tell them, now we haven't actually gotten any money from YouTube yet, but it says we're making a little bit, not a lot, but $1 here, $1 there.
$22.
Yes, sir. I think we've broke about 100. So I tell my teenagers that, we'll get your mom business cards that say YouTuber, which is so ironic because, why would a YouTuber have a business card? That's just kind of silly.
I guess if you're our age,
it's like buying 8-track tapes. Yeah. Well, now that we're streaming as well, I poke my children a little bit more and go, and we're streamers. And they're like, Dad, what are you talking about?
So anyway, we had our second live stream, and if you watched it, thank you for joining us. If you missed it, you can watch it, the recording on our channel. And so we just take questions and answers from mostly questions from the audience. So we'll do that every Thursday night at 7 p.m. Eastern. And there was somebody in the UK that said, it's midnight here.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for joining us.
Thanks for joining us from around the world. So I think that's really cool.
I mean, but it's amazed me because we've gotten comments from all over the world. And it's exciting.
Everybody wants to lose weight. It's like a universal quest.
And they all want to talk, and they all
people want to know about it. They want to ask questions. They don't know, there's not a lot of information out there right now. And I get a lot of comments from people who say, I have the medicine in my refrigerator. I'm afraid to take it. I've seen that now 3 or 4 times just in the past week. So, watch our different videos. We talk all about it. We talk all about side effects. We talk all about tips and tricks and different things. So,
and honestly, if you've got specific questions, pop on Thursday night. And if we can answer them, we'll be happy to. Yeah. If we can't, we'll go find the answer or find somebody who can answer them. If you have ideas for videos, please let us know. We're working on a lot of stuff right now. I think there's 4 or 5 in the pipeline. And then we're doing our weekly weigh-in here. We're doing the news. This will run on Sunday. We're doing the news on Monday, the interviews on Wednesday, and then the live on Thursday. So, and then we're trying to throw in topic-specific videos where appropriate because we know there's people out there searching for answers.
In between doing all these videos, I still try to get to the gym. Like I said, this week I got there 3 times. And one of my favorite classes is on Thursday, I do a step aerobics class. So you guys that are my age in your 50s probably remember step aerobics from the 90s where you had those, and Christopher didn't know. You thought it was something else until I just told you before this episode. But anyway, it's like a box that you put on the floor, and you step up, up, down, down, or you might step and hop, or you might step and twirl, or you might step and kick, or you might, anyway, there's a bunch of different moves you can do all around it. The lady that teaches the class at my gym is younger than me. She's probably late 30s, maybe. So she wasn't really around for the first iteration of step aerobics. She was trying to teach the class. It's hard to get the hang of it, the counting, the stepping, the remembering the different moves and things. When she started the class, we were trying to follow her. She was trying to keep count. And so we kind of struggled a little bit. I remember that class started in September. About the same time we started the GLP-1 medications. It was really hard for me, just the aerobic capacity part. Anyway, I've been to that class almost every Thursday since September, and I went this past Thursday. She was jamming. I was keeping up with her, because here's me. I'm in the front row. Like, I want to be like the best one in the class. If I'm working out by myself in my room, I'm not doing it. Like, I have to be in front of people watching me, because then I can't quit. And then I feel like I have to, I don't know, that's just my own personal hang up or whatever. We're killing it. The instructor's killing it. I'm killing it. I'm singing along as we're doing the moves. And the instructor's like, "Oh, Laraine, are you going to be here next week?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And she's like, "Oh, I'm having surgery on my foot. I'm just going to have to sit at the front of the class, and I'll call out the moves, and then you can demonstrate them and lead the class." And I'm like,
so non-scale
okay.
victory for Laraine here, because this isn't a measurement. This isn't a weight kind of thing. But
yeah, so that was kind of cool.
I went to the College of Charleston and lived in a fraternity house next to the Omega Psi Phi fraternity, so African American fraternity. Great guys, and they would do step shows,
Step
class.
Yeah.
They would practice out. There was
Yeah.
a courtyard in between our houses, so I thought that she was doing step shows, and
it's not.
I don't know. I mean, look, they were doing it. Was cool.
No, they do a real cool. Don't they use like a cane, and there's a lot of tapping and a lot of
some of them
rhythm,
did, and the sororities would do slightly different variations, and they would invite us out to do it, and I was really bad. So, but they were great guys. It was fun. I have no rhythm.
But anyway, step aerobics is different than step shows.
Step shows, a whole different thing.
Yeah.
Anyway, I know you wanted to talk about really the rise of med spas and some of these local things that are happening.
So throughout my life, I've been to different weight loss places. I've been to the most recent one, I guess, was one where they put you on and this has been a few years ago even, they put you on a very low calorie diet. Anything that you're eating is high protein, and they sell you supplements that are basically high protein puddings or high protein shakes or soups or stuff like that. And then they sell you supplements like vitamins and things. So my friend Sandy at the gym, she's an older lady. She's probably my mom's age. She, a couple months ago wanted to know what I was doing, and I told her. She went to her doctor. Her doctor put her on phentermine, which I've tried in the past. It only just made me jittery. Anyway, she did that for about 4 or 6 weeks and lost some weight. And then she wanted to do, I kept telling her about Mounjaro, Zepbound, Tirzepatide, and she wanted to try that. So her doctor suggested this local med spa to her, and they put her on compounded Semaglutide. And they also
Ozempic Wegovy.
Yeah, Ozempic Wegovy. So, but they also wanted to sell her high protein puddings, shakes, powders. Also want to sell her pills, vitamins. They give her the injection. You
have to go in every week.
You have to go in every week. And she said she doesn't like sitting there. She doesn't like waiting. She can do her shot herself. And I said, well, maybe just go online and do it yourself. So she's looking at Mochi. But she's probably, and I hadn't seen her in a couple of weeks because she went on vacation, and then we were on vacation, not vacation, but we were out of town. And when I saw her at the beginning of the week, she goes, I was worried about you. I haven't seen you. Like, where have you been? I'm like, we all just keep missing each other. But I could see it in her face. You know how sometimes you haven't seen somebody in a while, and then you see them. I said, oh, Sandy, I really see it in your face. And she goes, yes, I think she's lost about 15 pounds. So she was thrilled. But my point is, there's a lot of med spas out there who maybe prior to GLP-1s, we're doing like a form of keto. I went to one that was a form of keto one time, a form of a high protein, low calorie diet. So a lot of these guys are saying, I think they're saying, oh, we don't want to go out of business. We're going to add these GLP-1s. We're going to add this compounded medication and give it out in our med spa. But my question is, ask where they're getting the compound from. Are they getting
Well,
it?
and there's been some lawsuits, and
Yeah.
some of the med spas have lost because they were compounding themselves in their back room and causing
Yeah.
problems. And a few of them, and I forget what those Eli Lilly and Novo Nordisk sued, and because they were misrepresenting it as the branded product.
Yeah.
Just be very
So
cautious.
just ask questions like, where does your medicine come from? Where does it get mixed up? You want it to come from a compounding pharmacy, a 503, is it A,
Or
B,
B.
503A or B pharmacy.
So first of all, make sure you know where the compounds are coming from,
Right.
and make sure they're safe and healthy and the whole 9 yards. Second, be careful of the add-ons and the extras. So I can't speak to any specific one, but if they're adding potions and creams and extra vitamins and all this other stuff, and it's increasing your cost to be on this medication dramatically,
Yeah.
really make smart decisions about it. Maybe you need it, maybe you don't. I can't speak to the individual, but I can tell you, Eli Lilly and Novo Nordisk aren't selling extra stuff, and they're not recommending extra stuff to go with this. If you've ever been to get a massage and the lady pulls out the $700 cream that you've got to have.
Oh, right. Especially on a cruise.
Yeah.
This would work so well for your dry skin, and it's $225.
Just
like,
you don't need to have that stuff, and honestly, anything extra that you need, you can probably get at a local drugstore for a fraction of the cost.
I mean, I think there's going to be more and more people trying to get a piece of this GLP-1 action, so to speak. So buyer beware.
And not all of them will be scrupulous. It's just be very, very careful with that stuff. That's what we've been up to this week. We're kind of settling into the summer. We've got a lot of stuff going on with this.
We're going to travel with our shot.
Yeah, we're going to travel with our shot in a couple weeks. My business has calmed down a little bit for the summer. We're planning into the fall, so I've got more time to focus on this, which is fun. If you have any thoughts, ideas, suggestions, if you'd like to have a conversation, if you'd like to be on an interview, please reach out. We would love to have you be a part of it. You want to close us out?
Thank you for being part of our Downsized family as we explore the world of GLP-1 together. So don't forget to like and subscribe, and thanks for watching. We appreciate it. Put a note in the comments if you have a question or you just want to say hi.
And make sure to join us each Thursday at 7 Eastern Standard Time for Downsized Live, and you can talk to us live and in person.
I'm Laraine Durham.
And I'm Christopher Durham. Until next time, take care.